Right, I'm checked out of the hotel and I'm out and about heading out to Dublinia first of all, and I'm just passing the Spire, which is a fairly recent addition to the Dublin skyline, I believe. 120 metres high, 15 centimetres in width right at the top there. It's designed to be able to deal with the wind load, and it does actually sway in the wind up to 1.5 metres in extreme weather. This is a statue of famous Irish writer James Joyce. This is Halfpenny Bridge, which is a pedestrian bridge that connects the north and the south sides over the River Liffey. It's built in 1816. Okay, so I'm inside Temple Bar. Guessing that's where the band plays. So here it is, not quite as busy as it was last night. So I'm in the Dublinia, which is a museum about Irish history, starting off with the Vikings. In the 820s, as you can see there, the Vikings raided Dublin and built a settlement here in 841. Its first foreign king was Olaf the White from Norway. No horns on the helmet, that was just a myth.
Now we have shields, like this one here, they have those on the side of the boats, ships.
This is the mock-up of a Viking house, and in particular a Viking bedroom. There was no windows because they would let out the heat. So the Anglo-Normans captured Dublin from the Vikings in 1170. That's where we're heading now. Learn a little bit about that part of history. So this is Dublin in medieval times. It's the River Liffey. And you can see the old city with a wall around it. See the castle over there. And the main cathedral there. And then St Patrick's Cathedral outside the city walls over there. So now we're looking at death and diseases in medieval Dublin. What would have killed people?
It was a plague, and people who caught it got black boils on their body. Because of this, it later became known as the Black Death. It was a terrible disease without a cure, and it killed thousands of people. Let's take a closer look at this black time in Dublin's history. Although the Black Death killed thousands of people, it all started with a tiny germ.
Right, so the third floor was really interesting. Now going up to the tower. 96 steps. Let's go. Okay, so I'm at the top. Seems to be a tower that was previously just completely empty. They've actually built these steps and this platform inside of it. Right, let's see what we got. side walking tour today. The opposite side from what I did yesterday. This is the Garden of Remembrance, which is a place where they remember Irish Republicans and nationalists. The Easter Rising in 1916, one of the deputies that led it at the post office died here in this road, and he left a message which is now printed up there on the wall. Long story, but he was one of the key figures in the Easter Rising post office raid. Looks like it's market day.
GPO, where it all began, the crucible of Irish independence. So in the immediate aftermath of the surrender, guys, 16 leaders, including 16 leaders in the rebellion, are rounded up by the British authorities. They are marched down the river to Kilmainham Jail. Since the late 1700s has been the place where all political and religious troublemakers are locked up. And in the Stonebreakers Yard of Kilmainham Jail is where the executions take place. So the 16 leaders are marched down, they are court-martialed, charged and convicted of treason. As always, the sentence for treason is death.
So as I said earlier, this is the General Post Office of Dublin, and it's the building that was taken on the first day, I believe, of the Easter Rising in 1916 and used as a base by the Republicans. Well, you've probably seen there's lots and lots of roadworks and digging and work going on up here on O'Connell Street. Apparently they're laying new tram lines, and in December they're going to keep all the traffic out of the centre. So the ends justify the means, but at the moment it does look very much like a building site. Everywhere you look, they're digging up part of the road or taking the pavement out or adding things in. It'll be interesting to come back here next year and see the improvements they've made. Back at the airport, Terminal 1, let's go and get my flight.